Okay.
I was trying to this type of answer. You have given me this.
Okay. Maybe I can give the answer to the auditorium.
Yeah.
It's clear that the Q value is not a fixed value.
Yeah.
It is a value. It is a fixed value for a certain phase. You have, let's say, you have your exploratory dynamics, you have your geological mapping, and based on that, you say, for my design, this is the Q value. And based on that, I have a certain specification when it comes to rock support.
You have to do all this type of...
And then you start to construct, and then of course you have to verify, is this Q value, which is in, as a matter of fact, in my channel, is this the same, or in the vicinity of the one I was using as when I did my design, or has the Q value changed? And then you have to, accordingly, to increase or decrease, have to increase or it can decrease the rock support. What Soren Eskilsson said this morning, if you go for if you apply the Q value and go into the different support types, you have rock bolting, you have shotcreting, it means that you have the equipment anyway on site. You have the bolts there, you have the bolter there, you have the shotcrete machine there. So although there will be or might be changes in the Q value, you still remain in the system because you apply more or less the same rock supporting tool. But the Q value is not something that once has been defined and remains there, because this definition reflects a certain level of information based on field investigations, and has to be verified during the construction. That's right. Yeah.
One question I have already got to answer. Can you replace drilling with this?
Geophysical? No. No. Geophysical is not a replacement for drillings. It's a supportive. It has other applications. It can help you to give you other information, but it's not either or. It's a combination. You should be clever at making use of that. Yeah.
My name is Achut Koirala, engineering geologist. My query is there any method, I mean, the electrical resistivity tomography method, will this define the rock type below 500, 600 meters? Somebody said to me that can be done. Have you any experience?
If the question is there any geophysical method that defines a rock type in 600 meters deep? Then I say no.
Especially the electrical resistivity tomography.
Okay.
I am Balkiri. I want to know something about the LIDAR mapping, LIDAR survey and mapping, regarding the airborne mapping. I think LIDAR mapping is very pure. We have used the LIDAR mapping here in Nepal, LTD projects. Recently we have done LIDAR mapping for the project Puri. And in this presentation, we have done only the topographic mapping, but you have presented here we can do many more. Please, few from the LIDAR mapping, about the LIDAR mapping. Few words.
A few words about that technology.
Yes.
Okay. I do not want, if you wanted to say the statement you did right or LIDAR mapping actually is a technology, an active technology. You emit waves, and the background goes into what my presentation was scanning. It's actually, you have a kind of equipment which you can use either on a tripod or you can move it on a car. What you do, normally you get a three-dimensional geometrical information. LIDAR mapping, it can be combined with photographs because it's only in some of the cases, it depends on the equipment. You can combine that with a gray picture, a black and white picture, but it is mainly geometrical information. When it comes to field investigation, I'd say in cases like, again, where you have moving, or you can, of course, you can get a topographical 3D model of the area which is of relevance, for instance, a portal entrance or whatever, and you can use that technology also if you want to monitor, in the real sense of the word monitor, the geometrical change, so to say, of a certain area, piece of land, landslide again as a simplified technology. It's a remote technology, it is an easy to apply technology, the equipment is fairly, let's say, reasonably, it fits into a car trunk. It can be combined with GPS measurements. It is absolutely a state-of-the-art technology, it's a mature technology, it's used quite often in civil engineering. The application, however, if it is not airborne, if it is terrestrial, is of course limited to either on either side of where you drive or where you fly, and it is limited to the area you cover. Basically, LiDAR technology is one of them which belong to that. I do not know if this is my statement you're expecting, or do you expect some specific? And I ask you to be more specific with your question.
Can we examine or identify the faults and other cell tones on LiDAR mapping?
Can you read the text?
Can we examine or identify the geological mapping through the LiDAR?
There is a lot of effort went into make LiDAR technologies fit or useful as a base for geological mapping, either underground or above ground. I would say to identify rough structures or let's say large joints, things like that, yes. But if it goes to formation detection, or if it goes into smaller phenomena, it's not yet there. I think, let's say maybe 5 years or 10 years, yes. But the information I have on these developments on using LiDAR technology for geological mapping, being of the tunnel face or the excavator, it can be done, but then you need somebody having the visual picture and doing the corresponding interpretation of the LiDAR measurements, or you need to combine that with the photo, so that you can combine these when you have both are digital technologies, when you have both on the screen. An automatic process technology that you have a LiDAR measurement and you just run the automatic process and then you get the geological information is not existing for the time being. I assume that it might take another, maybe not 5 years, 4 or 5 years, that's this rate, until there will be processes available that you can, based on LiDAR technology, get geological information. But for the time being, it is a semi-automated process which needs a person doing the interpretation and saying this is geology, these are these physics. For the time being, this is not yet automated. Does this respond?
Thank you.
Okay.